Hey guys, welcome to this video. This is George Fallaw from Fallaw MyoFitness, and I just thought I would go through a comparison of online training versus in-person personal training, okay? And so basically I'll talk about the benefits of both for each different type of service or each different aspect of, a health and fitness service, and then we'll just talk about, who's the winner and just the logic behind a few things, right? So for schedule, online personal training, you don't have to fit the trainer's schedule as much. Obviously, there's check-ins that you do get with them, and you do monthly Zooms, say with me. But for the most part, you're not having to go into the gym, and you're not having to kind of work out when you can fit in things. You're not having to rush there after work and worried about you're going to let someone down, okay? And yeah, trainers only have a certain amount of time slots that you can kind of pick with them, in-person ones. And so the winner here is online because there is no scheduling limitations, okay? It's on demand, kind of like what Netflix is, okay? You can go do your workouts whenever you want, right? And the trainer will hold you accountable to them, the online trainer. Okay, and so accessibility. So you can meet your trainer anywhere, anytime via the internet. So through messaging and through Zooms and all of those mediums. With in-person training, if you want a high quality personal trainer, but there's none in your area, you have to go to where the high quality personal trainer is, right? And that's often not convenient for you because you might live in a different town. So the winner here is online. So the cost for online personal training on average can be anywhere between $200 to $500 a month, okay? And so with in-person training, it can be $50 to $120 per hour, okay? And 2 to 3 times a week is like $150 to $360 per week. And per month, it can end up being $600 to $1,440 per month, and you're just learning the 10% of it, and you're limited to when you're with that person, okay? You don't get support throughout the week, okay? Online trainer for extra help, video assistance at the click of a button. You can watch the video as many times as what you want. So a video for an exercise, when you go and work out, you can watch it as many times as you want. With the trainer, you have to wait and see your trainer until you want to get help again on a particular exercise, okay? So online is the winner there. Technique analysis, we also have, so with online training, video analysis can be given and shown you what areas need to be worked. And I don't just see it once, right? I can watch it over and over again and give well thought out constructive feedback, okay? And then if you're an in-person trainer, they're standing beside you critiquing your form, but they might not be as experienced as, the online trainer such as myself, okay? So in-person training does win that one because you do get live feedback right then and there, and that is cool and that is helpful. But you can't get as in-depth of feedback because I can watch something over and over again if clients are sending me information on their form, right? So you can be a bit more thorough here. Independence, so online training, you pretty much control your goals, you control your schedule, and you control what you can handle that day. And then obviously, you're working with your online trainer to find something that works for you and your lifestyle, but you're also learning how to become independent. And if you're independent, then you can hold onto these skills, onto these behaviors for your whole life. So it's really, really huge. In-person training, your goals are often dictated by the trainer's preferences and what they want for you. So a lot of trainers, in-person trainers, make mini-me's out of their clients, and they don't actually kind of listen to what you need and what you want, okay? And so the winner here is it's just kind of neutral, okay? Because, yeah. Nice. So session duration. So your sessions take as long as they need to, no longer, no shorter, no wasting time. And the session time is molded to your goals. Okay, very specific to you. You get video, you obviously get video feedback on your form, and then you also get exercise demonstration videos. So you're essentially taking a trainer in with you to the gym each time you go because you get some awesome videos of me being able to show you through some exercises, right? In-person trainer, sessions tend to be an hour because the trainer is forced to train that long by his or her company's session standard. And what I found from my in-person training days is people tire after about the 30-minute mark, okay? And so, and you're kind of just like twiddling your thumbs for the end of that 15 minutes. You are still doing exercise, but the person is spent, okay? There's no longer any quality being done, and you're locked in to pay for that hour, okay? So online wins that one there for session duration. The next category is trainer burnout. So online trainers don't work 12 to 14 hour days because when I was doing my in-person training days, start at 5 in the morning, finish at 11, and then start back up again at 3, finish at 7, sometimes 8, okay? And so you're on the whole time of the day and you are quite burnt out because you are lifting weights, you're moving around all the time, okay? So that as an in-person trainer, you're just not as fresh for what people need and what they're kind of asking for you. And so online trainers, I do still work quite a lot, but I'm a lot more fresh, right? I'm not having to leave my house. I'm not having to get stressed and head out the door and see a million different people in one day, right? Because, you know, I'm here, I can look at things, I can absorb information kind of in my own time. So I'm a lot less stressed and a lot more able to serve you because I'm in that sort of a space, okay? And yeah, so the winner for that one is online, because a lot of trainers, you know, I've got a lot of friends in the industry, they are burnt out, they are sad, they have to put on a high energy persona for 10 hours a day, and it just kills them over the long run, right? So that doesn't happen with online trainers. And then other things that you can do to kind of, you know, fix your weight loss or your fat loss issues are, you know, you could go see a nutritionist, right? But a nutritionist is $400 for an initial consultation, and then you pay like $200 for every meal plan. And then what's bad about nutritionists is you have to stay within the rigid plan, and they don't teach you how to go to social outings, okay? And they're not sort of able to coach you, right? So what I do with a lot of my clients, if they're heading out, you know, for a wine with the girls or a beer with the lads, they're messaging me and they're kind of asking me, okay, George, how can I fit this in with my goals? What can I do? How can we work with this, right? So they get that lifestyle recalibration, whereas you wouldn't get that with a nutritionist. They're very much rigid and you very much have to follow their plan. Otherwise, they don't know what's working with you because they're trying to fix things, okay? And then in most cases, yeah, you don't get that support outside of it, right? And you don't learn sustainable nutrition, which is nutrition that you can realistically do forever, because that's the only meal plan that matters, is the one that you can do forever, right? All else doesn't matter. Next, you could go see a physical therapist. You had some bodily issues and some bodily pain, but with a physical therapist, that you pay anywhere between $100 to $150 a session, and sessions usually go for, you know, half an hour, and they don't give you the skills and the knowledge behind what you're doing and why you're doing it. And so I've been a physical therapist in person, and I have seen a lot of physical therapists myself, right? And how their business model works is they don't ever want you to stop coming back. So they'll treat you just enough for you to be okay till you need to come in the next time. Okay. And so I hate that. And that's why, because I was previously a physical therapist, or a myotherapist, as we call it in Australia, I like to give people the skills that they need to be able to self-massage themselves, mobilize their joints, because if you can handle your shit, well, then you can handle your shit forever, right? And that is the most important thing. Great players are not judged on one good game that they play. They are judged on many good games that they play over the course of their career. And so your fitness and your results are the same, okay? You are only as good as what you show up in the present moment. It doesn't matter if you got results once, back in the day by doing a short-term challenge, okay? It matters what you show up in that present moment. And the way in which you show up fit for the rest of your life in the present moment is if you learn sustainable nutrition, you learn how to self-manage your own pain, and you learn how to train and become independent yourself. And that's how I've structured things. I've seen what sucks, and then I've changed it. Okay, I've flipped it on its head. And I've got qualifications across nutrition, myotherapy, and in-person training and exercise science, okay? And then down here we have the in-person trainer. So you're only learning the 10% of results. You're only with them for 30 to 45 minutes a week. Like I said before, $80 to $100 a session, and 3 sessions a week starts adding up to over $1,000 a month. So for me, it just doesn't make logical sense to go and pay separate people for all of these things, because if you were to go get the total cost for all of these health professionals, it would be anywhere between $590 to $1,560 per week, okay? Which is anywhere between $2,000 to $6,240 per month, okay? And if you are to see all those different, you know, therapist, nutritionist, in-person trainer, they're not teaching you what you can do for the long term, and they're not arming you with the skills and the knowledge, okay? They're just showing you in there. It's very surface level. For you to have a deeper understanding, then you'll be able to carry this stuff on for the rest of your life. Okay, and that's the most important thing. Like I said, it's how you show up, you know, in your last game. You know, Michael Jordan was only as good as his last game. Do you think he went into his last game thinking, no, like I played all these other good games before, you know, it doesn't matter if I don't play well in this game? No, okay? He went into that game trying to give his best, because you are only what people remember you in the present moment, okay? And so I hope that video helps with the online trainer and in-person training comparison, and then the comparison with, you know, if you were to go and get a nutritionist, in-person trainer, and a physical therapist, okay? So I compared all those three, and the costs just add up to so much, and logically it just doesn't make sense to go and pay all those 3 different people and hope that they talk to each other and do their professional due diligence. It makes more sense to get with an online trainer, possibly such as myself, who is a myotherapist, trained in in-person training and exercise science, and trained in nutrition as well, who specializes in body recomposition. So I hope that video helps, guys. Just give you a bit of an idea about how my clients and stuff are supported and how they get amazing results. And if you had any questions, you can also hit me up in the message box. And yeah, I'll talk to you in the next training video.